Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Good afternoon, everybody. And once again, welcome to ManCave Dialogue. Once again, I'm your host, Eric Yarborough.
And I'm your co-host, Cordero Ashton.
And your resident pastor, Dr. C.
Yo, what's up, fellas? We
What's
back.
up?
We
What's
back.
up? What's up?
I miss you guys, man.
Miss you too.
Yeah, man. Glad to be back, man. I tell you what, man, it's been so long since I seen you guys, man. You know, I'm about to tear up over here.
You believe that?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. He doing this. Hey, everybody, we just wanted to touch base with everybody. We'll do a little hour show today. We'll start coming different times. We'll probably post something. We'll let our brand ambassador Rhea know ahead of time because I told her today and she was fussing me out because I forgot to call her yesterday to let everybody know. But, we just wanted to get on and, talk about the new America. That's what we're talking about today, the new America. And I don't think it's really new. It's just so much going on. Right. With the house market. I went yesterday looking for a car. The guy told me, he showed me photos about this high. You gotta come if they call you. First person call. It's like a first come first serve basis. I saw a lady outside yesterday driving a car with 200,000 miles. They're trying to get 15,000 for it.
15,000.
15,000. It had 233,000 miles.
And not 1,500.
No, 15.
15,000?
Yes.
What kind of car was it?
A Toyota Camry.
Jeez.
And then there was another one that had 133,000. It was a 2017. They wanted 24, and it had 133,000 miles.
Are you serious?
And people test driving them.
What?
Because you know what the problem is, and we'll start about this first, then we jump to other topics. Is that the cars are like people want cars now. So you got to get whatever's there, and the inventory is few, far in between. Because me and my brother, we went to Toyota, went to Honda, went to Hyundai. There's no cars on the lot, and there's only a few cars on the lot.
Wow!
And they all got like crazy miles. So if you want a car now, you stuck.
So my question is, what is the deal with the cars? Is it because of COVID and they were doing the ventilators and stuff like that? And they just
chip manufacturers. So
So
when COVID came, the United States said we probably won't need as many chips, so China cut it down in half.
Okay.
And now, because of your president talking about the Wu-Tang flu and all that. Now, what do you call it? What do you call China? Dr. C, what do you call them? He call them something crazy.
It's something crazy, man, but I'm not quite sure. All I know is what you're saying is real, man. And it's sad. It's sad that we're out here living and where you thought that you could take care of your family on the basics. Now the basics have become a luxury.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What you feel about that, C's? How you feel?
I feel like it's crazy right now. You can't get a car. The price, like I want to know. I'm interested to see how much I can get for mine. I probably get 20.
Yeah, you probably can get money
I
for
get $20,000 for my car. But with the gas prices being up, crazy. Shoot. With the gas prices being up, it makes it hard because you want to do stuff with your family. You want to go out of town. You want to go to the beach for the day, but it's like now. You just working and coming home. For me, it's just working, coming home.
You don't want to go the extra mile.
You don't want to do the extra mile. I don't want to do the extra mile right now.
Because then you got to go pay more money for the gas.
Right. Now, but gas today, where I usually get gas,
it was down.
It came down. It was like I think it was $4.47.
Where you get gas at?
In Millersville.
Oh, okay. Can you take my car?
Yeah, I can take your car tomorrow. I can take your car tomorrow.
Hey, another thing that a lot of people don't know, and all of viewers that's watching, the markups. So say the guy broke it down to me, my brother Reese yesterday. The guy said, so say for a Toyota Camry, it's 28. They marking it up 3,000 more coming in the door. So it's 28. The markup is 31 plus tags and title. You're looking at like 34,000.
Jeez.
And they can get away with it.
But how?
So he told us. So 3,000 for for a car,
Uh-huh.
5,000 for a truck.
Right.
The market was 10,000 for a hybrid because of gas prices right now.
Wow. Wow.
I just went to go look because I was like, yo, I want to get a new car.
And this was yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
I be
went
going
out.
through midlife crisis all the time. I was like, I want a new car today.
So it kind of forces, fellas, it kind of forces everybody to do some real budgeting, some real dollar cost averaging. Like for instance, man, I made a mistake one time and went to, to the pump, went to the gas station, was getting gas, walked in, I came back out, and what was normally to fill up my tank one price, man, it was $40 more. $40 more to fill up my tank. So you know what I decided to do? I said, okay, that's not going to happen again. So therefore, I I noticed that the same amount that I was paying to fill up my tank,
Uh-huh.
I can do it when it gets to a half a tank.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I get it to a half a tank and then I fill it back up. That way,
You
it
cutting the
ain't
cost
like
in
I
half.
paid more.
Cutting the cost in half.
But you're
You
filling
know how
up
much,
more though.
but you knew how much.
But
you
you
are
filling up
filling
more
up
though.
more.
You filling up. You wanted to pump more.
No,
Pastor.
no. Because what C's just said, we're not going anywhere. Where are we going? I
Well,
mean, bruh,
but for you,
if,
it's
if
different
it
though.
ain't,
It's not different
if
for
it
you. You've been making
bro,
less house calls because of gas prices.
yes, ever since the invention of Zoom, house call.
Hey, I remember my aunt Mary and them used to go to house calls, man. You got to be an old
Gotta
school
Bruh,
pastor. Come
be-
on, pastor.
Gotta be in the people's
You
face.
you asking for something to happen, man, that it just hey look, everybody's feeling it. And so who feels it the most at particular times? Nonprofit organizations feel it the most
Right.
because people do not have the disposable income to be generous as they were before. So you have to
Instead of
understand
10%, I'm giving 5% now.
if I
Right?
give any percent.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's how it worked. People used to give what? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and so I mean, I understand it. I'm not mad with anybody about it, but that just means everybody has to shift. Nonprofit organizations are laying people off because at the end of the day, can you pay them? Asking them to cut back or giving them more days off so that you can run on a skeleton crew. I mean, this is where we are living now. So if we're not willing to use the technology for a house call, then that's just one house call you may not get.
Hey, that's deep.
That is deep. That is deep. So do you guys think that we will go back, or like the prices of cars are going to be what it is now?
Nah, we're probably about 2 years out.
Okay, for that, and then the prices of cars will drop back down.
We're probably 2 years out for everything.
2 years out for everything.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Oh,
don't even see it. I don't even see it dropping, fellas. I mean,
I,
why would they drop if they're making a certain profit margin now?
you're
Why
right.
bring that back down?
But I keep hearing, okay, so if the if the prices of cars, if the chips are so scarce, why are they still coming? Why do I see still commercials for 2023s and 24s
Yeah.
coming out?
I just talked to the guy today, so I know.
Uh-huh.
I just talked to a guy today about a Honda. It's that new hybrid. It's not a hybrid. It's like the what's the name of the car? But they could build it in July. He just texted me. They could build it in July 8th. I can have it by August 14th. I can have it by August 14th.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
it's called the Honda HRV.
What is that? Is
It's
that
a,
an
it's a
SUV?
new 2023 Honda HRV.
How does it look?
That's how much it is.
31,000.
And they don't do markups.
Okay.
So the other car I was looking at was a Hyundai Elantra
Uh-huh.
coming
What you
through.
gonna do with that?
No, I just need something to go back and forth to work because I
Oh.
drive my Camry.
What's wrong with the Camry?
It's getting old.
You can get 40 for that.
Nah. Because I even asked, I said, it's got engine. I mean, oil leaking. I
Mhm.
wouldn't sell. I wouldn't do that to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's time for it's about 300,000 miles on there.
Dang. You got 300,000 miles on your Camry?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
Hey, I run cars, man.
Jeez.
I run cars like I used to run women. Here we go.
See, bro.
I gotta throw the
See,
first.
here we
I gotta
go.
throw the first ride. I'm back.
I mean,
Hey,
see, does he
hey, how long we
realize
went?
September is
Hey, we
around
went
the
10
corner?
We went 10 minutes.
We went 10 minutes and I was
And
good.
he was good.
10 minutes.
And I just had to say something
Alley-oop.
that give him that point.
I appreciate the alley-oop, brother. I appreciate that.
Give him that point. Yep. How was
I
how
just
was
want
your
to know. Go ahead, C's.
how was your Father's Day?
Man, excellent.
Hey, next year for Father's Day, you should let me and C's come to your church and let me preach.
I've been waiting on you to come to preach. You can come next month.
See, you know what my problem is? I tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell everybody the truth.
What's the truth?
I'm just scared I don't want to run a congregation away. They be like,
I
Pastor,
don't think
You
you gonna
gonna
run
run
away.
mine.
I think we-
they be like, Pastor, you know this guy. I always gonna make sure I won't say, no cuss words, but I might go down that deep alley. You know what I mean?
Don't be like Eddie Murphy in Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, but Father's Day was good, man.
That's
I ain't do much.
What
I
did you
ate.
do?
I stayed home. I just chilled out. You always on duty. I thought I could sit in the house. Kids want to go outside. Max and my nephew and my niece here, they always want me to take them outside. I'm like, am I the only one here? It's their Father's Day. But that's what I like to do. So they come get me, say, hey, Uncle Eric, can we go outside? So I take them outside, chill out. So
That's what's up. Pastor C, what about you?
Man, let me tell you, bro. I was at my sister and brother-in-law's crib. They got a big pool in the backyard. Man, the wife and the sister put the steaks on the grill, grilled
What?
veggies, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes. Man, it was whoa, bro.
I thought that was COVID week.
Wow.
That was the wait from Father's Day. Okay.
It was cold, chilling. Man, look, bro, relaxed.
Nice.
What you do?
I went-
This was your first.
Oh,
You
not-
always been a father,
Oh, yeah.
but
yeah.
official Father's Day.
Yeah. So we went to church. Then from there we went to this place called Tiki Lee's. It's a outdoor restaurant on the water.
Outside, yeah.
It was really nice. They got a pool there now.
Did you jump in?
No. But it was
You ain't
nice.
go-
The girls
You ain't
got
go
me.
butterball butt naked?
Nah,
Jump in?
not this weekend.
You used to do that.
Yeah, I did.
Look, Pastor shaking his head. See? Oh
I
man.
used to jump in the ocean.
Yep. C's ain't care. He was young
Yep.
whippersnapper.
Yep, and I could see what was swimming back then. I ain't jumping in no Ocean City water, I tell you that. Butt naked, I ain't doing that.
Something might bite you the wrong
Right.
thing.
But the girls got me some nice cards. They got me some shirts
Oh, that's cool.
and a little bag they put of all my favorite stuff in there. So it was cool.
That's
It was
good.
cool. Did y'all do anything for Juneteenth?
Nah.
No.
Juneteenth every
Yeah,
year.
bro. Once again, we did something for the Juneteenth.
Same day.
Okay.
It was the same day.
It was the same day.
It was.
It was the same
See how
day.
it falls?
No, what was
Wait a
yesterday?
minute, wait a minute. But
Same
did anybody feel like they was trying to make black community choose either you're gonna honor the Juneteenth or
Or
you're
the
gonna honor,
fathers.
but you know,
Yeah, you can't do both. That's what I'm telling you.
Why can't you do both? Why can't you do
because
both?
it was Juneteenth.
Yo, let me tell you something, C's.
It should be all in one.
If my birthday fell on Christmas,
Uh-huh.
you think I'm gonna get 2 gifts? More gifts because my birthday?
You gonna get what they give you.
So we got what they gave us for Father's Day, right? That's what I'm saying, Pastor, right? You agree? If your birthday fell on Christmas,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna be like, oh, your birthday and Christmas gifts all together.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna feel good.
No, because it's
Yeah,
Christmas and
yeah.
your birthday. I get it.
I feel bad for people that birthdays on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of giving you all your gifts, they slide one for the day before. It's the truth.
Slide
though.
it on over.
So Juneteenth, like I had my my nice shirt on, whatever, but
Mhm.
it fell on the same day. Like Pastor was saying, they try to differentiate.
Mhm.
Hey, which one you want to celebrate? To 12 o'clock, you celebrate Father's Day. After that, Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Yeah.
Was you off Monday
Yes, I was in North Carolina.
for Juneteenth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Did you run through?
Wait
did
a
you run
minute,
through
you
the
in
body
North
bag?
Carolina and you didn't holler at Pastor?
Oh, shucks.
Where you was at? What part of North Carolina?
I was
Here we go.
outside of Fayetteville.
My hometown?
Outside of Fayetteville, I was in and out.
That's how he got. That's how he got Winston. Hey, Pastor. That's how Winston came. In and out, like an In-N-Out burger.
But I was what was it? Roll. Who was it called?
Raleigh?
No, not Raleigh. Rodale.
Pastor know that roads. Pastor like that's the dirt road.
Numbington, Rayford.
Rayford. That's where I was at. No, that's where
Bruh. Nah,
See?
bro.
See how I see
Nah.
you do you, Pastor?
You in the cut, C's. You in the cut. You in the cut.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said nothing.
You
Board
could
it
have
up.
hollered at the bros, man.
Oh man, it was 4 hours from me. 4 hours, 4 hours to drive back.
Once again, C's, you could have hollered.
Hey, C's you digging that grave?
I know.
people.
Anywho, in other news,
Oh man, see?
so Pastor, what you been up to?
How long we
Man,
been gone?
It's been months.
About 4 or 5
Yeah,
months.
it's been months, bro. We haven't done anything since January, man, and so much has been popping. I mean, really, as you can see, Crosland Matters, consulting. We've been into that teamwork, effectiveness, and organizational leadership. We kind of specialize in the niche of helping people understand the social competencies, why their team doesn't get along. We started doing some new promotions with the ministry, doing
You should work.
some
You should work.
spot radio.
Yo, you should work that with us. Shoot, we don't get along half the time.
You think so, E?
Nah, some people be late. Some people just don't understand time management.
I'd be trying.
That's what it is.
I didn't say no names. You guilty?
I
Hey,
feel-
Pastor, did I say any names, Pastor?
You did not say any names.
You want to
You
talk
know,
about
we.
that? You trying.
I'd be
Hey,
trying.
so that's just some of the things I've been doing. C's, you've been busy. New dad. What else you got going on, C's?
Teaching my daughter to drive. Sanaya, we scheduled on my way here her day to get her license.
Oh, that's cool.
She's gonna do July the 29th
Oh,
At-
okay.
in the morning. So keep on a Friday. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed that she get
You
her
gotta take
license.
off. You taking it?
No, I'll be off on a Friday.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
off on Fridays.
Oh, 'cause it's summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Fridays I'll start to be off on Fridays. Baby Winston's growing. He's 10 months now as of yesterday.
Hey, what?
Saying little stuff, train, duck, all kinds of little stuff here and there. And he's just getting big. Dylan is the girls just got out of school, so trying to find some stuff for them to do this summer. Sanaya's working. Dylan's trying to get her into some activities and do some things. Right now, she's doing a dance class with my sister today, and she really liked it. She did it with her yesterday, and she really liked doing that. So hopefully her and my sister can work that thing together. We can find some other stuff for her to do. Yep. And got my photography, been popping off with that here and there, and just, yeah. Yep.
Dang, yo, you got a lot going on.
I do got a lot going on. That's why I was late.
Hey, nothing beats a failure but a try.
Hey.
Try to be on time next time.
I tried to be on time next time.
Deacon, y'all, bro, what you got, bro?
Yeah, what you got?
Man.
What you got going
Man,
on?
I just got a high school graduate getting ready. He ain't want to come to A&T. He going to Morgan State Bears.
He gonna be here?
Yep, he going he going to the Bears. We got him signed, sealed, delivered. He just took a assessment test today. He passed.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we got a move in date, I think August 17th.
Oh wow.
I'm doing this soccer on Saturdays with Max. I'm coaching because no one ain't step up. I got to volunteer myself because they ain't have a coach again.
Don't you always end up coaching?
I like to, sometimes when your kids, you miss the enjoyment coaching. You know what I mean? Because I did it with Eric for so many years, and I enjoyed more sitting back, watching them play than yelling and fussing with them. Like now I got to yell at Max. Max, kick the ball. Max, come in. Max, you know what I mean? It's worse because I'm the coach and he's my son.
Okay.
I think it's the worst being a father-son and you coaching. I think.
But I think you get it from both ends.
Yeah, I think he learns more because I'm harder on him because he's my son. But it's difficult. You know, I never had that, and I understand that. My son used to tell me all the time, like, Dad, you the hardest critic and the hardest coach, and you my father. Like, so I just chill back, like, yo, he's like, Dad, you my father. So you got to step back sometime, like, dang, you know.
Do you appreciate that when he tell you something like that?
Yeah. Oh, we argue, man. EJ used to argue because I taught him the game at a young age. So when we argue, he telling me what he sees. His mother used to be like, why y'all argue? I said, no, we're not arguing because EJ knows the game. He's telling me that someone's not there. That's why he couldn't do that play. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like we're going back and forth, but it's probably sound argument on the court. But he knows the game that much. You know what I mean? He understands like where pass is supposed to be, you're supposed to be, and if you're not there, he'd be like, Dad, I couldn't pack because he's supposed, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's already 2 steps ahead because he understands the game so much. And Max the same way with soccer. Like he understands the game, like he knows who's supposed to pass to. But with the kids at 7, they all bunch up. Everybody comes to the ball. Yeah. It's like they can't, like, it's no separation. Everybody be trying to kick the ball. Yup. So I've been doing that, you know, getting summer, working every day, you know. That's another thing. I've been doing whole pandemic. I've been at work every day. Like I ain't been
Did you
home.
get the bonus?
Huh?
Did you get the bonus?
What bonus? What
The
bonus?
government bonus.
The government bonus.
Nah. I ain't get the government bonus, man. I think they told me I'm in the wrong pay bracket. They ain't give us nothing. So you know I'm doing that. Trying to find a house, you know, move, sold my house, sold my Challenger.
I can't believe he did that.
You sold the Challenger?
Yes, he did.
I sold because it used to sit out in the front and just collecting dust.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because usually on the weekends I'll be like, see, let's go for a ride, whatever.
Yeah,
I ride on the weekends, but it's like I sit here, I drive my Camry everywhere. You know what I mean? And that's probably why it's getting beat up. It got drove everywhere. So, but yeah, man, it's just life, man. Life throws, you know, lemons. We gotta make lemonade. So you know what I mean. So that's why I'm trying to find a new car now. Like I just want to go find something. The bank sent me a blank check. Not that much, but they sent me a blank check. I saw Pastor shaking his head. Not that much, but I told them what I needed. They're like, all right, yeah, we'll send you a check. So I'm just trying to. Everything you got to wait for. It's not like I can get it today or tomorrow. Right. And that's why I just went because I know that. So you know, now we went back and forth. The house market is another crazy thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, I sold my house.
Right.
If I would have waited, I could have sold my house for another 50,000, 60,000, I guess, a couple months ago.
Did you sell your house during, like, the bidding war when people were putting
we had
50,000 over the value?
I had, like, 3 people that wanted the house. 2 of them offered me more. They didn't get approved.
Okay.
So I'm like, how you bring them to the house? But luckily, I didn't take it off the market because 2 of them wanted the house. One had like a letter, and then the relative was like, yeah, we're trying to get financing. Can y'all hold it for us? I told my relative we're not doing that. But my neighbor, he sold his house on the corner. He had a bidding war. They gave him 50,000 more. I think he had his house for $675. He sold it for $725.
Jeez.
He sold for $725.
Jeez. The house on the left on the
other side? The house on the corner. The guy. Like I was here, he was on the corner house where they pick up the kids for school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, E. So since you selling houses and everything, how much of that you gonna slide to the church, bro?
I got you, man. I got an envelope for you. Like when we go to the senator meetings and stuff, I'm gonna slide you an envelope.
That's what is gonna happen.
Right. That's what it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna slide you an envelope.
I mean, see, he's noticed that you know he can slide an envelope when the church now is on PayPal, Cash App.
I'm old school.
Venmo,
yo,
Zelle.
Church address comes up every Sunday. E. Every Sunday.
You right. But I got mattress money. All my money under the mattress. A lot of people don't deal with bank stuff still. Because you know the banks now, that's another thing. The bank's interest, you don't get as much now on your money in the bank because of all this stuff too. Pastor should know. Pastor used to be in that market.
So
Yeah.
is it still good to get CDs and?
I think everything down.
No, bro. Nah, man. Please don't put your money in a CD and tie it up in a CD, man. Not unless you just got a specific purpose
What about for
and you
Winston?
don't want to touch the
Right.
money, huh?
What about for his son?
I put it in the mattress.
He'd be better putting his money in some mutual fund if he's looking for growth for his son.
Yeah.
Okay. But like for instance, if I was going to do a CD now, I would be thinking, oh man, I'm gonna do a 6 month CD because I don't want to touch this money, but come Christmas, I want this money to be available. You see what I'm saying? So I know that I put it in a vehicle that amount of money cannot be touched. Now, if I'm
Okay.
looking to get growth on money, then and I'm thinking long term, like you talk about for Winston. Well, now I'm going to dive into the mutual fund market, right? And look for a diverse mutual fund of some sort
Aggressive. He could
where,
be aggressive too because he's young.
yeah, exactly. And something that you can add the money to, right? Over time.
Mm-hmm.
And at certain points in time, you can definitely withdraw that money without incurring penalty. So the way things are structured now, it is almost like they drive you towards investing in the market and where companies are making money. Short-term money doesn't make any interest whatsoever. The only way we're going to see that is that inflation has to come up, and that means the housing market will come down because people would not be able to borrow as much money because the interest rates are too high.
Mm-hmm. You don't think that's happening soon? 3-5 years?
Hey, it's going to be less than that. It's going to be less than that. Right now, man, they can't. This bubble can't be sustained, man. It can't be sustained.
So you think it's
You
gonna
know, we
bust
saw
soon?
it in 2000. Yeah, we saw it in 2008, 2007. We're
Yep.
getting ready to see it
2008,
again.
7. That's when the market crashed.
Right.
The housing market.
So when that
Exactly.
happens again, do you think that foreclosure is going to happen again?
Oh yeah, big time. Because people already put too much money. They weigh the house. So say that you bought a house for 700. It's only
Okay.
worth 400 now. You see what I'm saying? So
And then you got to think
Exactly.
about and their mortgage. The mortgage of the house is higher now. Be higher.
so see, perfect example, right? I was looking for a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say I'm looking for a house for 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
I had a certain interest rate because it was about 3%. Now the interest rate's about 6 and some change.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was paying, say roughly 2,000.
Uh-huh.
That 2,000 is now about 2,500 now because of the interest rate.
And all that. Jeez.
It doubled, almost doubled because it was
Jeez.
3. Like when I first sold my house
Uh-huh.
last year, it was about 3%, 4%.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's close to 7%. And they said the government said what? It's going up again or something. They said so.
Wow. So that makes me think about like a couple of weeks ago, I moved somebody, and the guy was saying that they had a house built. Him and his wife had a house built, and they didn't sell their house yet.
Okay.
And I asked him, well, why didn't you sell your house yet? He said, because the last time we sold our house, we had nowhere to go. We had to end up buying back some time.
I did that when I moved.
So the mortgage that he paid was, I think, $1,200 when he had his house. He had to pay them people $2,500.
Yeah, because that's
for
their
3
mortgage.
months.
That's the difference.
$2,500 for
Per
3
month.
months to live in the
his house that he
already sold.
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
You got to buy back months. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to move
like,
during the holidays, so I
wow.
bought back months.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How you feel about having a graduate?
A graduate?
A graduate. How you feel about EJ graduating? He had prom, graduation.
Yeah, you took all our pictures.
Yeah,
you took all our
pictures. The book is coming. The book is coming.
Hey, Pastor, here we go again, Pastor.
The book is coming. And now he's going to college, like, and you know, as a dad, and I remember seeing EJ in the back seat, sees in the little car seat. You know, how do you feel? Your firstborn son is, you know, starting his next chapter in his life.
You know, when you think, you know, you put it all in perspective. I was like, you know, I was a little nervous because my thing is, at the end of the day, anywhere you go, if you feel like you're not protecting, I can't protect my son no more. It's like when he go to college, I can't protect it. Here, I can protect him. Like there, I can't protect him as I could here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I still gotta allow him to grow. You know,
Right.
That's my biggest fear. Like, you know, I'm gonna protect. Like if he go out, I can't sleep until he come home. Like,
so what you gonna do while you in college?
No, I mean it's just a daddy's duty, and Pastor
Yeah.
probably he could probably understand where I'm coming from. It's like
Mhm.
that's our job, and we're so used to it,
Mhm.
but we gotta allow him to be the man he want to be. But we're still fathers,
Right. Right.
So
and
for real, on that tip right there, man. Um, so when EJ was considering A&T, he was hanging out with my son CJ.
hmm
CJ graduated. He's been back at home, trying to get his feet underneath him. It's been just a year, but it's different, man, because he's rolling in and out the house, and I'm trying to respect that he's 23.
hmm
So I can't put him in the rules as though he's 18, 19.
yeah, yep.
It's an adjustment, man. And no, I can't protect him. Some of the decisions that he's making now, I can only guide. I can't tell. I guide. I suggest strongly.
hmm I'm a consultant instead of his father now.
Okay.
We consult,
Yeah,
right? Yo, for real, that's what we do. We consult.
Hmm.
You got to deal with this
yeah.
next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
deal with this next year, man.
Yep. Because
You're gonna
Sanaya,
be consulting, and bruh, sometimes it's gonna break your heart because you're gonna like, I thought
Man, he
we
was
said,
boohooing at the prom. He was boohooing at the prom. He was boohooing at the prom, Pastor.
come on,
She went to the
C's.
prom. He boohooing. I said, "Cease, get it together." All right, E. All right, E.
guys seen the girl grow up from
From yay
9
high,
to 17 now. It's almost.
She got that special place in your heart.
Yeah,
That's
oh
what it
yeah,
is,
oh
yeah.
yeah. Both of them do. Sanaya and Dylan.
That's what happens, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
So what about America is giving you guys cause for concern? Whew.
bruh, we're heartless, man. We haven't learned anything from COVID and the political season, the violence. America hasn't come to a place where it's ready to humble themselves, turn from wicked ways, um, call on the name of the Lord so that the land can be healed. It's
Mm.
like we still want to prove to ourselves that we're
We are mad.
somebody.
Hear me roar.
Exactly. And so that's concerning, man. We have not, I mean, when you think about everything we've been through in the last 4 years, and yet we are looking at churches are still empty.
Mm.
Churches are empty, you know, apathy for the things of God, being involved in ministry. We just don't have thankfulness, man, that God brought us through all of what He brought us through. You think about it, 1 million people died within 2 years from one disease, not to mention all the other people who died.
Right.
And now we still don't have people who just want to give Him praise, honor, and glory just for simply being here.
Mm.
Wow.
I think with all this going on, I think there's gonna be less people going to church and stuff because I think because of the
The closeness.
closest. Yeah.
Closeness.
Some people like that's real like germaphobe, and it's not against you, Pastor. It's just that how people think, man.
Mm-hmm.
People think like
Well,
that at work.
yo, if
People
that's
think
the
like that at
case,
work.
man, then we need to stop packing out restaurants and bars too, right? We need to
You right.
stop going to gyms, man. We need to stop going to some of these other areas, man. Um, true talk on this, man. When I see pictures of people hanging or going on vacation and getting on airplanes, if it's like that, then get off the airplane. Stop traveling. If you don't want to be in no close quarters, why are you getting on a plane? Why are you getting on a train? You see, so that one right there doesn't wash with me because we can get on a plane or a train talking about we're going on vacation, we're going to the Florida Keys, we down in Cozumel, we in Bermuda, we in the Caribbean, we all over the place. But then you
You've
can't
gone a
give
lot of
God
places,
glory,
Pastor.
huh?
You've been to a lot of places.
I haven't been in those places. I'm talking about the places listed on the airport. The bottom line is we can go to all those places, man, but we can't go to the house of the Lord and say, God, thank you for keeping breath in my body. Thank you. I don't have reoccurring systems. Thank you that if I do have some overlap or some lingering systems from COVID, you still have allowed me to live.
Mm-hmm.
Come
They
on,
see
man.
was a lot of people at church see Father's Day?
No.
See?
No. It wasn't a lot. It was more Mother's Day than it was Father's Day.
Well, man, that's every year. But I'm just saying, even from the attendance from Mother's Day, we fail to realize that at the end of the day, man, it is God that holds the power of life
Mm.
in His hand.
Hey, Pastor, do you feel like, I guess, how big of a difference it has been over the year? Has it 50%, 25, 30% like decrease in like population for people coming to church and,
We're somewhere between 25 and 28%.
Wow.
That's on
I,
average across. That's on average across our nation. No matter what the size of church, between 25 to 28%.
do you
You
think
know,
COVID has given people has? I think COVID has given us an excuse
not to
not to
go?
go back to church.
Mm-hmm.
it has. It's given us the excuse to not go back to church, man. Some people say that they are online worshipers, but here's the deal. If you're an online worshiper, it's very difficult for me as a pastor to be personable with you. It's
Mm-hmm.
difficult for me as a pastor to know that you're okay. I can't see you because you're online. You know, you may or may not give into the ministry because you're online. You're not
Mm-hmm.
participating in serving the community because you're online. So it gave a lot of people an excuse to check out. Now, if you want to ask my personal opinion, some folk were just cultural Christians anyway. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, it was something to check off on the calendar. Yeah, I went to church, but you really wasn't being the church. You weren't trying to be in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for those who may really be kind of pressing their way, they really have Christ in their heart. They want to do that. There's no personableness. There's no community, and you can't have unity or community without unity. We got to somehow come together and have some type of unity, some interaction, some personableness. Everything cannot be stated across a monitor or a screen
Mm-hmm.
because
He's
you
talking.
don't get to feel the impact.
No, you don't.
He's
You
talking
don't.
about me and you. Remember when we used to go to church for the wrong reasons?
Yeah.
He's talking about me and you. See,
We in there. We in there.
we used to go to church for the wrong reasons, man. See,
But
Yeah.
C's turned it around.
I did.
dang, see, like you said, we should have said we did. Dang, see, Pastor, see how you set him up? You set him up for that alley oop, man. Dang,
I
see,
dunked it.
yo, you ain't dunking. You supposed to pass it to me. He said we did. I throw it off the backboard for me. He said I did. But nah, I know what he talking. It's a lot of people that's been like, because I had people at work all the time making excuses. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but they, like you said, they don't have a problem saying, all right, we're going on a trip, we're going out to eat,
Right.
but they still tripping about, oh, I can't come to work, COVID. But you out in the restaurants, you posting trips that you taking. You know what I mean?
I was just thinking about something. Do y'all think when 9/11 happened, people were more tangible and more giving God praise and more
Oh yeah,
hands on?
I was in New York for 9/11, and I think that people wanted some type of spiritual because of what happened. Anything big. So perfect example. When some of these killings happen, I guarantee a lot of people go to church to worship, but they probably don't never go any other time.
Mm-hmm.
They call pastor. Hey, pastor, can we come? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People, when it gotta. That's how I feel. Things gotta happen tragically for people to really reach out to the churches and really ask for help
But
and
I,
forgiveness.
but I feel like this time it hasn't happened.
It hasn't.
It hasn't happened. One, because we can't really touch each other, and that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Why you touch me then?
But that really doesn't have anything to do with it. But it's just the whole praise behind it. And then you think about we done lost millions of people during these 2 years, and you still got school shootings. We've got inflation, cars prices up because no chips, and the house market up. But do we really sit and take the moment to think about what we have, and be grateful for that? Those that are still here.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Pastor. You itching over there?
I am, man, because that's exactly what I was saying about the comment earlier. America hasn't learned, or we as people, we still haven't really truly learned the lesson. We
Mm.
have this knee-jerk reaction, okay? And then after the emotionalism has waned, we go right back to doing what we were. We weren't sincere. It's like somebody apologizing. No, I'm sorry. Somebody saying, I'm sorry, but not truly apologizing. Are you hearing where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, if I want your forgiveness, I'm going to change my behavior, right? If I
Mm-hmm.
just want you to get over being mad, then I'm just going to say I'm sorry.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Sorry.
so
Sorry.
until
Sorry is tough though. A lot of people can't say sorry, yo.
A lot of people
man,
can't.
hey, look, if you can, that's pride, man. We again we're prideful,
Mm-hmm.
and which is the root of most sin. But if you want to be truly forgiven and reconcile, then you're going to change behavior. Now, God says He's given us the ministry of reconciliation. Here's the deal. That means we are to constantly be working on reconciliation and not just some form of forgiveness so we can move on in what we were doing in the first place.
Mm. Hey, see,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to tell you, yo.
What?
Pastor got money, yo. I saw this like
Oh yeah.
a minute and a half clip here on the top of the building
Uh huh.
in his nice Armani suit.
Oh
Yo,
man,
Pastor don't be yo, Pastor, yo,
he got cheese.
yo. Did you go on his Facebook page?
No, I ain't been.
So
I gotta
so
go look on
so
there.
he has a whole
Suave.
yeah. He know what I'm talking about. That's why he's smiling. He know. He on top of a building,
Uh huh.
walking in
Uh-huh.
like I do when I be like we in Bad
Uh
Boys,
huh. Uh huh.
like Mike Larry.
Uh
I saw you. Yo, look,
huh.
Pastor.
Is that true, Pastor?
I do have a minute and a half clip, right?
Uh huh.
Letting you know about Crosland Maddox.
Uh
But
huh.
I do not have an Armani suit. What I have is a fresh press suit.
Same thing. Same thing. Nah, but I forgot to tell you. Oh, I thought that was a good look, man. That
I
was
I
a
got you
good
appreciate
look.
pretty
it.
well.
That
Got
was a
you
good
pretty
look,
well.
man.
Man, I missed
I
this.
need you to do something like that for ManCave. I need you to do like we can walk like we all have like a little something
Uh huh.
and get us all together. That just be our opening for like a couple like 20, 30. We all say something different.
So if
I'm like, hey,
C's
I'm
is the
Eric. Hey, I'm
photographer,
C's. Hey, I'm Pat. You know what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. C's is the photographer. He can do it with his cameraman, and all it is just
C's,
put it in slow motion.
what you doing? C's, you
Put
supposed
it
to be
in
hooking
slow
us
motion.
up, man.
We can do it. We can do it.
Oh man, hey, you gonna get it? Like I got that booked out
No,
five
we can
months,
do it.
6 months. Like Nike, just do it. Oh my bad, it ain't Nike. Thing. Hey, Pastor, man, you know how we usually do, man. You got a word for us or something, man? For how long? Let me see
Man,
how long we been on here. Oh, we been on here. Oh, we got some watchers too.
Do we?
Yeah, we
yeah, we
got
got some
eight.
watches, man. We got
We
a
got
few
eight,
people up here,
nine
Oh,
people
nice.
hearts. We got we on for 43 minutes. You know, we usually do it 30 minutes in, but now we don't got to take commercials.
man. Well, y'all know we usually up in here. But again, man, I just want to, we kind of already touched on it when you asked about the state of America today. I want to continue on this. I want to start right here when the Bible says that judgment begins in the household of God. Could we be seeing right now, people, God's judgment in some areas and in our country because the house of God isn't right? It's very difficult to talk about the rest of the community getting right when the house of the Lord isn't right. There needs to be some forgiveness in the house of the Lord. We
Mm.
need to get rid of racism in the house of the Lord. We need to talk about sacrifice for others in the house of the Lord. We need to have more generosity in the house of the Lord. At the end of the day, the reason why we're seeing what we're seeing is because there was people in the house, but they weren't part of the house. Did y'all catch that? Where
Wow.
everybody can come in, but it doesn't mean that you're part of the household. My grandmother used to host people all the time, but it did not make them those who lived there. And
Mm.
so I'm asking us, all of us who are catching the show, who are catching Man Cave, who are catching Deacon Eric Yarborough and Trustee C's, be a part of the house of the Lord. Don't just go, be a part of it. God bless you. Heaven smile upon you. May he be gracious to you. This is your resident pastor, Dr. Cedric C. Maddox. Holla.
Wow. So with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
how can they be part of it? Like some people say, I don't know how I can benefit and help with my
Mm-hmm.
church. A lot of people say that though.
Well, the first thing I'm going to encourage people to do is be the church. And how do you become the church? And that is ask Jesus Christ to come into your life today. That's all it takes. If you believe that he is the Son of God, died on the third day and rose again on the third day, you shall be saved. Once you believe, then you begin to act on those beliefs. God may have you doing something real simple like mentoring kids or helping someone with their homework or being an extension of help to a single parent. There's so many different ways that we can serve the Lord today. How about taking someone, a senior citizen in your car, just giving them a ride to their doctor's appointment, or maybe somebody can't come outside, and so you're helping them get their trash to the street corner. There's so many different ways that you can be the church, and that way you are helping the church.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
How you feel?
I feel good because now on this topic that we are on now, I recently had a conversation with somebody that does not believe in God, and I asked them why. And they said, they never. I asked them, did you go to church growing up? And it was like, no, my mom didn't go, my grandmother didn't go. And I told him, I said, for me in my household, my parents didn't go, but I went with my grandmothers. I went with my great grandmother and my dad's mother to church.
Yeah, my mother ain't gonna need. I want my Aunt Mary.
So,
Yeah.
I believe it start when you're a kid, and they went to different stuff and different programs. But if you don't see somebody in your household going to church, you don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe. So
So he ain't have a belief at all.
they didn't have a belief, at all. So, in our conversation, they said, they feel like everything that happened in their life, they made it happen. But
Wow.
when I talked to them, I said, I look at the things that transpired in your life. You could be dead right now. And for me, a believer in God, you have a purpose. You have a purpose. That's what I see. You have a purpose. You here for a reason. Because all the stuff that happened, the things that this person did, you should have been shot up. You should have been shot up. But for me, I see that you have a purpose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you.
Probably ain't gonna help though.
And-
And,
But I think it will, because
Yeah.
what happened was, usually if we together and I sneeze, he'll say, "May your God bless you." So
may your God.
may your God
Yeah,
bless you.
because he don't have a God.
Right. So
Yeah.
I sneezed after this conversation we
He
had.
said,
He
"May
said,
God
"Bless you."
Oh, so
He
you
said,
thought it
"Bless
changed.
you."
So you thought that little bit changed.
That little bit.
So here's the deal, man. You can't get away from it because even with that, if God doesn't just sustain the earth, then nobody can breathe.
Wow.
There's nobody who's self-made. We are all dependent beings. The only true independent, need nobody else, necessary being is God. We need each other. Somebody's got to gather food. Somebody's got to, administer medicine. So
Mm-hmm.
there's nobody that's self-made.
Mm-hmm.
We're all God made in some
Mm-hmm.
shape, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And then the deal is, I hear people talking about they're praying all the time, but it takes a man like C's to pray for somebody who doesn't believe in a God. Who you praying to?
Mm-hmm.
What's the use of prayer if there is no God?
Right.
Are you with me? And
Yep.
God doesn't hear the prayers of sinners, but he hears the prayers of the righteous interceding for those who are still yet lost and not found.
Mm.
Man, I could talk about this all day, man. I could talk about
He's
this all
probably
day.
not lost. He's probably not lost.
No, he just
He's
needs some
not-
guidance.
No, he's
He
not
just needs
lost
guidance.
because he has his own feelings of that he does everything, not God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not lost. He just feels like without him, like
nothing would happen.
yeah, and he's the
Nothing
main
would
reason that everything's
Everything's
happening.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell you this. Here's the deal. If you feel like you the one to make everything happen, right? He couldn't get here without a mother. He wouldn't have been planted without a father. He doesn't have a mother or father unless God did a creation. And unless God does a creating of a man named Adam and Eve, then he's not here. He's not able to breathe unless God sustains the air. He's not able to eat unless God causes it to rain so that the ground is watered and then crops come up. So how does he feel, or how do you feel like this is someone who's not lost?
I agree with him. I agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I plays devil's advocate.
Right.
So my thing
You
is,
do.
I understand exactly what y'all saying,
Mm-hmm.
but certain circumstance, like if I didn't push myself, like perfect example for me, right? I could just tell y'all that, you know, and Pastor, no man, Pastor talk all the time. Like after my married passed away, I really ain't feel a church or whatever because she was the reason why I went, and she brought me into that. But you know, when I was going to school, like I had to motivate myself. I had to get on. I had to leave at 6 a.m. to get to class by 1 p.m. Right, and I had to catch like Pastor know how to catch two trains and a bus to go to DeVry. I went to DeVry. I didn't have no car, so I had to do that. Like what I'm saying is the drive. I understand that we have like God and all of that,
Right.
but without internal drive, we wouldn't make that stuff possible. I'm never saying that God is not there for me, but if you don't have that internal push,
But the eternal is God.
nah,
Your eternal is
it's not.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
Not all the time because you be fighting. I fight them demons all the time.
right.
We fight demons. Like
Well,
the,
here's
the
the deal.
devil's on my shoulder all the time.
Right.
The devil's on my shoulder all the time.
I'm just
Hey,
saying, right. I ain't agreeing with you.
No, I'm just telling you. Oh, you are agreeing with me. You don't Pastor. Pastor raised his hand like you on like you're on a roller coaster. Like preach, brother. No, but what I'm saying is, like, I understand where y'all coming from, but from his point of view, I can understand as well because, like, you have to have that motivation. You know what I mean?
Right.
And internally, he just feel like he's the one that's motivating himself. You see what I'm saying? That's how he feel. I'm not saying it's right. That's just how he
But
feels.
that's how he feels, and that's how he was brought up. That
Yeah.
he's making all these.
It's a lot of people like that in the
For
world.
himself.
There's a lot of people that feel
So
the way.
look, hey, check this out, fellas. Real quick. Here's the deal. I'm not gonna call nobody out, but because somebody was a little bit late,
Damn.
I got a 4 o'clock meeting. I got to jump off.
Oh,
Dang.
man.
It's all. See, we're just getting good. It's all good.
Dang, go on.
It's getting
It was
good. It's
getting
getting
good.
good. But y'all fellas go down and hold it. Y'all keep on holding it down.
No,
God bless you again, man.
we'll end it. We'll end it now. Say a little something so we can go, so
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
Send us out.
Okay. Well, let me send you out. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to send y'all out with a word. I'm gonna send y'all out with a word. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Everybody, I need for y'all to hold post 1 more minute. Pastor's getting ready to wrap up this radio show, so y'all hold post. With that being said, so let's all remember that America is changing because we have changed. It isn't that just the atmosphere is working. There is something working in the atmosphere. But the question is that all of us have to ask is what's working in you? At the end of the day, either you got the spirit of the Lord or you don't. At the end of the day, either love is working or it isn't. At the end of the day, either you're going to be the one that's going to make a difference or the difference is going to be made around you. If I were you, I would be striving to make a difference and not just allow a difference to happen around me. With that being said, God bless you and heaven smile upon you. May he be gracious unto you, as I always do. We're hopping.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
So go to end broadcast.